The expensive watch on his wrist cost more than my family made in a year, and he loved to remind me of that fact every single day at lunch. My name is Maya, and I spent my high school years invisible, while the popular crowd sat at the center tables laughing about their weekend trips to Aspen. I was usually in the library trying to find a corner where I couldn't hear my stomach growling. My mom worked 2 jobs just to keep the lights on, and my wardrobe consisted of 3 thrifted shirts I rotated religiously. Tyler was the opposite. He was the golden boy, the son of the town's wealthiest developer. He didn't just have money, he used it like a weapon. Whenever I walked by, he'd make sure his friends heard him. Careful, Maya might ask for a donation. It was a constant, stinging reminder that in their world, my worth was tied to my bank account. But Tyler had one secret. He was failing AP Calculus. I was the one who spent my nights under a flickering kitchen bulb, teaching myself advanced equations just to get ahead. One Tuesday, our final grade depended on a massive, collaborative project. Everyone wanted to be paired with Tyler for the clout, but he panicked when he realized he was going to fail the class. He looked around the room, his eyes landing on me. In front of everyone, he walked over, leaned down, and smirked, "Hey, charity case, help me pass this, and I'll pay your tuition for the rest of the year." The class went silent. I felt the heat rising in my cheeks, the humiliation burning like acid. But then, I looked at his desperate, arrogant eyes and realized something. He had all the money in the world, and yet he was completely helpless. "I don't want your money, Tyler," I said, my voice steady, "but I'll help you. On one condition, you tell everyone exactly how this project was done." We worked for weeks. I didn't just do the work for him. I forced him to understand it. I watched his ego crumble as he realized he wasn't as smart as his father's checkbook. By the time the final presentation arrived, he had actually learned something. When the teacher announced the top score, it was us. Tyler stood up to accept the credit, but he stopped. He looked at the class, then at me. "I didn't do this," he said, his voice quiet. "Maya carried every single part of this project. She's the only reason I'm passing." The room erupted into whispers. I didn't get the tuition money, but I got something better. The look of respect on my classmates' faces and the sudden, awkward silence of the bullies who had spent years mocking me. Tyler walked over afterward, his hands in his pockets. "I think I get it now," he murmured. "Money is just paper. It doesn't make you smart, does it?" I just smiled and walked out into the sunlight. I realized then that I didn't need his help to build a life. I already had the one thing his money couldn't buy, the strength to stand on my own 2 feet.